Hello and welcome back to my channel. This week's video is another unboxing. Yes, I know there's been a few, but we did have a scorpion taxidermy last week, and I promise you next week there will be another taxidermy tutorial. But this week I am unboxing and housing a Poecilotheria metallica. And yes, I have already got one, a 2 cm sling, which you saw a couple of weeks ago. But this one I saw on Bugnut and it was a 5 to 6 centimeters. So I thought they didn't come up that often, not that I've seen, so I had to get it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. So here we have the parcel from Bugnut. It was in the box, but I've took that off already. And we've got this polystyrene box inside. And then a load of packing, which is all natural, which is good, so we can recycle that. Nice warm heat pack still. And then we have our Poecilotheria metallica, or the Gooty Sapphire Ornamental Tarantula. Now I've already got one of these, but I want to get another one because I'm hoping in some point in the future to breed them. They are now critically endangered in the wild and on the CITES list here. And that's why it's always good to have captive bred specimens to keep them in the hobby. And as well as them just being absolutely beautiful spiders. Now here's me just setting up the enclosure. I've got one of these deli cups that are used for fruit flies, but I tend to just add in some cross ventilation, a few more holes in the top. I quite like using these mainly for true spiders because you've got the foam bit that you can take in and out, and they're easier to feed the true spiders with that, just because they tend to jump out of the tanks otherwise. So we'll be setting this up now. It's as you know, or you might not know, or arboreal species. They are endemic to Andhra Pradesh, I think that's how you pronounce it, in India, up in the mountains. So obviously we're going to be setting this up with a bit of substrate, because it might still want to burrow a bit. Some cork bark, some leaf litter, a bit of moss, just to keep that humidity in, because obviously coming from India, they will come from, in the rainforest, it will be more humid in that environment. Had a little cut here in the video as it took me a little while to get break this cork bark down to size that I wanted it. I've also got a little bit of decoration, just because I like a little bit of decoration just for my own aesthetics in the pot. You know, there's another extra hiding spaces as well, which is good for the tarantula. I don't know how long, 5 to 6 centimeters is quite big, so I think it probably have one molt in here, maybe two, and then it will need to be rehoused, which is fine. But it would be fine in here for at least one molt. Now, as this species, and as for all the pokey species, have medically significant venom and are very quick, it's taken me a while to want to have them in my collection, just until I built up a bit more confidence and a bit more experience. Obviously, I'm not a really experienced keeper. I've been keeping them a couple of years, so I just thought it now is a good time to have them back in my collection. So now we come to the rehousing part of the video, the exciting part for most people. So there's the little dude or dudette in this little vial. Well, it's not that little once you see it in a bit. Now, the Poecilotheria metallica, they can grow up to 6 to 8 inches, 15 to 20 centimeters. Males usually being a bit smaller than females. Females can live 12 to 15 years, males 3 to 5 years, as obviously males just don't live as long as females. Now here's me, I'm being very cautious because they are a very fast species, and if you haven't had them before, just be prepared for that. I usually find that tarantulas, once they've gone through the post, they're just not as alert straight away, but they can just suddenly spring into action, so just bear that in mind, because it can give you a bit of a make you jump a bit. And sorry if I sound a bit nasally today, I'm pretty sure I might be coming down with a cold. And there's those little toes just poking out. You can see the bits of flashes of blue there already, 5 to 6 centimeters. So that's awesome. Now, I've just actually been watching Andrew Smith's documentary on the Poecilotheria species, the metallicas in particular. Now, I would highly recommend anybody that wants to know more about these species and unfortunately them being critically endangered due to habitat loss and the illegal pet trade. If you're interested in that, then definitely go and watch his documentaries on Love Tarantula. You can download them or buy the DVDs. I'll leave all the details in the description in the video, so yeah, definitely go check them out. There's loads of good videos and books on there, so yeah, definitely go have a look. So now I've got the little person, no, not person, I've got the little tarantula in the pot. I've got my tweezers and my long paintbrush. Now I've got my arm lent on the bed, which it's not great to do that. I always rehouse on the bed just because I just find that if they bolt, they don't usually go that far. And I've had them bolt downstairs when we're housing on the table and they end up under cupboards, down the back of radiators. And then you just got a whole lot of problems. So this is the way I do it now. It's probably, you know, not to everyone's would want to do it that way, but this is how I find it's easiest to do with a catch cup handy. I'm just trying to gently open up the cotton and poke the little dude out, or, you know, or female. But as I was saying before, I actually forgot what I was saying. Yeah, my arm's leant on the bed, so my arm's shaking a bit, but I'm sure that's a little bit down to nerves as well. You know, I'm only human. We still all get a little bit nervous when something can suddenly burst into action. But I'm a lot calmer than I used to be, and that is important when having old world species, definitely. I was struggling here with the paper, toilet paper, I think it is, trying to get it open with one hand and having the tripod and the camera right in the way. If anyone's got any good advice for like how to set up cameras so it's not in your way, it would be so appreciated. I would, you know, anyone that's already filming their spiders or photographing them, if you've got any advice, that would be cool. But there you can have a look now. You can see just how big it is. That's just such a good size. It's lovely to have two in the collection, even though my 2 centimeter one is just awesome as well. I'm so tempted to get another one or even buy a female, which I might do in the future. Just a little persuasion here and into the pot, and no bolting. Hooray! That was a lovely rehouse. And now we're just going to have some close-up clips, a few different ones so you can properly see. Not great on this clip, but the next one is definitely, so definitely watch to the end. And also I've got a little fun fact about the Metallica. Their blue hues come from a microscopic nanostructures in their hair that reflect the light rather than the pigment, which most people might think it would be. But as you can see, just look how beautiful it is. Absolutely chuffed. Thank you, Bugnut. And you can even see the yellow flashes. Amazing. What a beautiful tarantula. Even at 5-6 centimeters, the blue colour and yellows that are coming through already is amazing. Just so they only get better as they grow bigger. So I'm really looking forward to see that one grow and rehousing it into a eco bioactive enclosure eventually in the future. So like I said in the video, please go check out Love Tarantulas, Andrew Smith's documentary videos, and there's some awesome books on there by various different people. You know, I've never met the Andrew Smith, so this is not a promotion. I've just watched his documentary videos and they are awesome. So if you haven't seen them before, definitely go check them out. All the details will be in the description. And I also want to say thank you as I just hit 500 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell for future videos. And check my website out, www.afterlifeartistry.com. I have some awesome tarantulas and some butterflies and some skeleton domes coming up next week and the week after, so I'll be showcasing them in a short video, so please check them out. Next week's video is, like I said earlier, is a tutorial for pinning a tarantula into a fret pose, so check that, get a notification ready for that one, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.